I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I grew up in Milwaukee, in the hood, where making it out was never promised. I've been through betrayal, pain, and times where I almost lost everything, including my life. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. This channel is about real stories, raw lessons, and surviving what most people don't even talk about. If you from the struggle or even want the truth, you in the right place. This is my story, and it's just getting started. What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Samir here, back with another story for y'all, man. This story right here, though, man, really hit close to home, man. This is about my best friend, man. And I really want y'all to, walk with me through this, man, because it hit close to home to me, man. Name V. That's not his real name. May V rest in peace, but, that's the name that I'm giving him for this story here. Yeah, let's jump right to it, man. So this was, I had to be like, I want to say, man, I had to be like 14 years old, man. No, I was about 16 at the time, because I was well into the gangs, well into all of that. You know what I'm saying? I was gang out. This was at the period. If you guys be gang members or whatever, this was at the period when things were switching over from old laws to new laws in the organization that I was in, man. And in Wisconsin, a gang called BOS was very, very prevalent when this switched over, which, according to a lot of people, that they wasn't supposed to be going around calling themselves BOS. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I told y'all, Milwaukee right next to Chicago, so a lot of they gangs transferred to Milwaukee over there in Milwaukee. So BOS coming up to Milwaukee, and a lot of the BOS was originally from Chicago and part of, the GD Nation and everything like that. But, they had some clout in Chicago, things like that. So when they came up to Milwaukee, they was robbing people. They was, they was terrorizing, like, the people that was in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? Really terrorizing people, and a lot of people were scared of them. I wasn't scared of them, but it was a lot of people you had scared of them. And we kicked it with them here and there. Some of them was, when they came in, they integrated. Now, they didn't just come in and get to just terrorizing Milwaukee like that. They integrated with people that was already located in Milwaukee. They probably had family in Milwaukee that moved to Milwaukee for years or what have you, because that's how it always was. So, make a long story short, they came up there, terrorized Milwaukee, but we kicked it with them. And, at the same time, it was like kind of tension, you know what I'm saying? Because we claim to be part of our nation, and we had to stand on business when it came to them. But some of my guys' family was boss, BOS. They was BOS. So, you know what I'm saying? So, being GD or what have you, you know what I'm saying? We really didn't like dealing with them. We felt like they was renegades. But that's neither here nor there. They was family to my friends or whatever. And this day, it was like any other day, man. I wake up, get dressed early in the morning, Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes in the winter, they have some really nice days. And in Milwaukee, most of the houses in Milwaukee have porches. Like when you hear people come off the porch, I understand that lingo, because in Milwaukee, a lot of the houses have porches. So I get up, come out, sit on the porch and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm sitting on the porch this day, I'm just chilling, talking to my mom's. My mom's sitting on the swing. We had a little swing on the porch and everything. I'm talking to her, and as I'm talking to her, I see my guy V walking up down the block, and I'm like, V, what's going on? what's going on, man? He like, man, what's going on? You know, I had to stop by, man, see you and your moms, man. You know, and at this time, V was gone from over in that area for like 6 months. And a lot of us was happy. Now, V was the type of person, this is what I say, my best friend, I just haven't talked to him in 6 months since him and his mom done moved off the block. I heard they moved into a little good area. I think they moved on the east side somewhere. And you know what I'm saying? And he came back over to the block. Now, at this time in Milwaukee, the block that I was on was a terrible block. I'm talking about people was getting unalived left and right over there. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a block that you would just be wanting to come back to and just chill on, you know what I'm saying, unless you was with that kind of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And V, he wasn't with that. Like, V was the kind of person, when we threw our house parties, V was a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the craziest part, that he got me interested in just dancing and doing all that stuff, man. And it was cool, whether you was hard or not. V loved to dance, you know, but V a box too. You know what I'm saying? V knock something out, man. He is a fighter too. Like, you ain't gonna just mess with him. He'll definitely knock you out. You know what I'm saying? But V wasn't the type of person that like to bust that thing and nothing like that. He just hung out. He'd get down. Yeah, he was claiming to be something, but no, he wasn't that. He wasn't part of the gang. He was just hanging around us, you know, and he was a wannabe person that just kind of just was claiming to be something that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I see V, I'm like, man, what's up? And my mom like, man, what you doing over here, boy? So V like, man, moms, you know, I had to go stop and see my guy, my friend Red. You know what I'm saying? So she like, yeah, man, you know, you shouldn't even be over here though. You should don't bring your butt back over here. You should carry your butt home right now. And I'm like, yeah, V, carry your butt home right now, man, because at this time, you know, V was gone 6 months, and some things went on in the hood with the BOS. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ended up getting unalive, and a person ended up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So people were around the hood trying to figure out who was snitching. You know what I'm saying? Who was snitching on these particular people that, you know what I'm saying, who told on these particular people to get them locked up. And the guy T that I told y'all in the other stories about, he was the ring leader on putting V name in everything, saying like, nah, V the only one did it. You see, he don't be around no more. The moment that he didn't come around, now they get to put his name into stuff like, oh, you see, he don't come around no more. That's the only person that knew what's going on, and he don't even come around no more. So he had to be the, you know what I'm saying, the person that snitched on him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, man, that ain't even like V. You know what I'm saying? Because V don't get down like that. V still solid. He still was a solid person. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, he wasn't running the streets, ripping and running. V would go to the house parties, he'd dance. He always liked kicking it with the girls, all of that. You know what I'm saying? He was just a solid person. So I'm like, nah, V don't get down like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I told y'all, me and T never really got along. T only dealt with me because who I was and what he know that we could get down. And like I said, he tried to even set me up before. So, but that was neither here nor there. But you know, me and him never really got along, and it was like a matter of time before, you know, something happened between me and him. But I'm gonna tell y'all the story later on about what really happened with him down the line. But yeah, so. Yeah, so he saying that V told on dude there, but it was neither here nor there. I'm like, nah, he ain't telling on nothing. So then when I see V that day, when he come that morning, he like, yeah, man, you know what's going on? I'm like, yeah, my mom like, why you around here? You don't need to be around here. He like, man, I ain't worried about that, Miss Hart. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that, moms. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, though, but bro, you need to, for real, you should go back to where you at. I said, people try to say like you told. He said, man, I ain't telling on nothing. You know, FT, you know, fuck T, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Niggas already know, nigga. I'll knock a nigga out for real. Nigga better not even come to me like that. Now, at this time, I understood where he was coming from. Now, if you didn't do it, if you didn't tell on nobody, which I knew he didn't tell on nobody. You don't never know about a brother that's out there. You don't never know what a nigga do. But I knew that Vaughn ain't get down like that. Teeth just putting him into some bull crap, right? And you had this other girl, you know what I'm saying? We call her Lil C's. You know what I'm saying? And Lil C, she walking around there putting him into some bull crap. Cause V used to fuck on her. So both of them put them in bullcrap, but cause T messing with Lil C, so they tried to say that he was the one doing this, but really, to be real, I think one of them did. You know what I'm saying? Or T set that up where he just told on that and he want to put somebody else in it. He told on the low, cause it was a lot of stuff that happened, man, and in the hood, and T was not going down. He'd get locked up and get back out, but he was always involved in some bull crap, bro. Bullshit, man. That's just the real. So, to make a long story short, that's what I believe. But that was neither here nor there. So me and Vaughn sitting there talking and doing all of that. So we like, he like, man, fuck, dude, woo, woo, woo. I hear y'all supposed to have been throwing a party today. Later on today, I'm like, yeah, we supposed to be doing a party today. What, you want to come down there so you can get your dance on, nigga? He like, man, you know it. You know what I'm saying? He said, shit, it's going to be plenty women up in there. I'm like, yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and him that whole day, he just hung out with me. We kicking it and everything. Went to the store, grabbed us. At that time, 40 ounces was in. We drinking beer. I'm not sitting in front of my house. We going down the street to our friend's house or whatever and sit on their house because they moms be at work and things. So we sitting there drinking or whatever. Then it get later that day. So we like, okay, man, shoot, everybody, we already dressed. So we all at that time, and like I told y'all, where we throw the parties at is down in the apartment building, down the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 3 blocks down from our house. You know what I'm saying? So we get the mobbing down there, me and him, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? If if T there talking that shit, man, I'm gonna check him so we ain't gonna even have to worry about that or what have you. So we go down there, boom. We get there, everybody there, you know what I'm saying? T, Nemo, everybody. It's a whole house full of plenty women get up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So T, you know what I'm saying, later on, why I'm talking about the house crowded now. I'm talking about packed, full of everybody, you know what I'm saying? So T, like, he up in there talking to this nigga named Boss, you know what I'm saying? And he like, yeah, man, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? And Boss, at this point, Boss in the middle of the party, BOS right there in the middle of the floor, BOS, nigga, boss, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this nigga crazy. So T talking to Boss like, yeah, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He definitely told. And I go up in there, I'm like, bro, why you keep on kicking up that bullshit, man? Dude ain't told on nobody. We all grew up with this nigga, man. So how the hell you gonna think he told? And the nigga right there asked him. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. So I'm like, Vaughn, man, excuse my language. I'm like, V, come here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we all kicking it and shit. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and boss like, man, I don't give a fuck. Nigga told, nigga, snitches, snitches and ditches, snitches and ditches, snitches. He just kept saying it, snitches and ditches. I'm like, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I said, we all the same thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. You ain't even part of that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So at the same token, man, people got to talk. And there's plenty of people up in this party. This don't need to be going down like that. Oh, man, well, whatever, man. So I'm like, man, whatever, man. So ain't nothing really happened. Ain't nothing to shake. So, about 2 hours go past, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I tell V, I'm telling, man, we finna go out there. He like, man, we going outside to smoke the Al Green. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So me and him go outside. We sitting there. Now, when you go outside, you got to go down the steps, go around, and then there's a door right there. You go out the door, and then you get into a gangway. Now, the gangway, if you go right, then you go out into the busy street. If you go left, you go out into the alleyway. You know what I'm saying? So we go left, we go out into the alleyway, and we get to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm back. So me and V, we go over to the left, man, right? So we go into the alley part of the by the apartment building. Now in the alley part, you got the apartment building. We go through the gangway. It's a garage right there, and then you into the alley right there. And the alley go the short way, so it go from like one block to the next block. Not going a long way where it go down the block horizontally, it'll cross. So you got the cross too. You got the alleys that cross as well. So we sitting in the alley right there, the party jumping. You know what I'm saying? You can see you got a whole back porch, people all standing on the back porch, you know what I'm saying? And we over right in the open area where everybody can see. We just sitting there chilling. It's dark though. It's real dark because it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, dark. So me and V, we just sitting there smoking. You know what I'm saying? And he like, yeah, man, that punk ass nigga T, woo 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 on that shit. I think he trying to. I like, man, I think he trying to get a nigga to set you up or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? And V like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I'll whoop that nigga. Woo 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 woo. I'm like, man, look, why don't you just go on and go, you know what I'm saying, before dude them try to be on some bull crap with you, you know what I'm saying? By the time that's coming up out my mouth though, T and Boss is walking up. So T Boss walking up, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck going on here, you know what I'm saying? Now, as they walking up, I don't think something gonna happen because it's plenty motherfuckers right here. It's everybody just out there, everybody just with it. Me and him just smoking. You know what I'm saying? So as T and Boss walk up, V got the blunt in his hand, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's smoking, and you know what I'm saying. So Boss like, man, let me see that blunt. And he try to snatch it out of V hand. You know what I'm saying? And this just crazy. This hurt me right now, bro. And he tried to snatch it out of V hand, man. And V's like, man, here, man. Don't be trying to snatch it out of my hand. Woo, 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 woo. So he get to talking and arguing a little bit. Dog, like, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. So that's what Boss talking about. So I'm sitting right there. I'm like, man, wait, hold on. What's going on, man? So we all just sitting right there. T like, man, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? What's up with this snitching stuff, man? And cause Boss ended up handing the blunt back to V. So V smoking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, y'all need to calm down, man. Bro said he ain't snitch on nobody, man. I don't know where y'all getting this from. Bro wouldn't even do that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I don't know where you coming from, T, with that old bullshit, bro. You know bro ain't finna snitch on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So Boss like, nigga, you got everybody talking for you, nigga. You got everybody talking for you. What's going on? Where you been at? If you ain't do it, V was like, man, watch who the fuck you talking to, man. And I ain't snitch on no mom. By the time he had that no mud out, Boss said, nigga, fuck you. Boom! And all you can see is a big flash, man. And Vine body dropping, man. V body dropping, man. And yeah, may rest in peace, man. But you seen a big flash, his body drop, and Boss took off running. T took off running. Everybody that's in the party stopped yelling, screaming. I go kneel down and grab V, man, and trying to talk to him like, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You all right, bro? You all right, man? And all I could see is like, you know, like bluish, like ooh, like I didn't see no red right there, man. It was like dark blue, like all over his head, man, in the ground. It was crazy, man. And yeah, this hurt right now, man. But yeah. So right after that, police came, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew nothing, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, cause I go back to the house, talk to my mama, tell my moms what went on, what happened, cause me and my moms can talk like that, man. And, you know, police never came and questioned me or anything, but they end up arresting T, and they end up arresting Boss. Boss end up getting, I think, 25 years in prison. And T didn't get no time, bro. No time. I, you know, everybody say T told. T say he didn't tell, and everybody still hung with him like it was all good, but he didn't get no time, man. So, when I look back on that, man, I think, the lesson to be learned from this to anybody that's out there, man, when y'all move away from a hood, man, y'all luck up and y'all able to get out the hood, stay away from the hood, man. Stop going back to the hood, man. Uh, if that ain't your life, if that ain't something that, you may have friends and you may have things like that, man, you know what I'm saying, that you care about, man, and just because you have friends in that area, man, don't mean that you need to go back to that area. That don't make you not being a tough guy. That don't make you not tough, man. It's just, things change, man, and you got people that hate you in the background, man, and you never know that these people hate you, and at the end of the day, they supposed to be your best friends, man. Some of the closest people. But when you move out, they become real jealous, man, and they become your most fiercest haters, man. So, if y'all need to learn anything, man, I think that lesson right there, man, may he rest in peace, man, and I hope y'all got something out of there, man. I'm gonna definitely come with more stories, man. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe, man. Y'all share my stories, man, because this story can help somebody out there, man. Change a person's mind from doing something stupid, man. From leaving the hood and then going back into the hood like a fool. When your mom gets you, or you got a good parent that's actually got the money to get y'all up out of a certain situation. If you don't got a parent that got you out the certain situation, you able to get up out that situation, man, move and stay up out of it, man. There's nothing good that don't make you like you then switched up, man. You is who you is. What you ain't, you will never be, man. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, man, and I appreciate everybody, man, that's watching my videos, man. I'm getting better and better, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks.